I'm trying to remember a time when I had more fun on any movie, and I don't think I can come up with one.
We designed these sequences, right down to the last detail.
It's going to be a visual feast, I should imagine.
We're about to go behind the effects of Slumberland.
Chi vuole il mondo cosciente quando hai tutto questo, eh?
It's a story about Nemo, who's a young girl who loses her father and tries to reconnect with him in her dreams through the help of an eccentric dream world guide who's called Flip.
Flip is the rascal inside of you. He's very charismatic, he's very funny, he's a prankster.
His whole goal is just to jump around from place to place and live the life that he wants in the dream world, because it's definitely not like that in the waking world.
Benvenuta nel mio mondo, ragazzina. Slumberland, il mondo dei sogni.
This is a dream that's being dreamt by a young boy. Two of his favorite toys are this blue garbage truck and these plastic tiles that are made out of very saturated colors that you build buildings.
Filming the garbage truck scene was so much fun.
We shot that on a disused runway. We had the real garbage truck traveling really fast and being chased by stunt Agent Green in a real car.
We were pretty much on that, doing it in the rain and doing stunts on it and, jumping in, it's wet, all that stuff was real.
And then there's the sort of section at the end of that scene where they go underwater, and that was shot in a swimming pool. We got the cab of the truck and put it in the swimming pool, and this was one of the few occasions where Marlow actually swam underwater.
We didn't know how much we were going to be able to do with her versus are we going to have her stunt double do all this stuff and have to do face replacements? And she did a ton of training. She was, trained in scuba diving and trained in free diving and static breath holding. She did a lot of her own stunts.
She is something else. She's superhuman, I think, sometimes. She has decided she's not only going to do her own stunts, she's going to do my stunts. She's texting Tom Cruise and see if he needs anything done. It's a lot. I hope she has time to have fun.
Io ho detto che tu non sei qui per divertirti. Io sono fuorilegge. Se non mi diverto, sto facendo male il mio lavoro.
The ballroom scene is one of my favorite scenes because I think it's just so beautiful.
That was probably one of the oldest hotels in Toronto. It was just a phenomenal ballroom.
We were originally going to have actual salsa dancers in the hotel with us, but COVID happened and we couldn't put 60 or 70 people in a single room. We were going to have the hotel form and create itself out of butterflies, but we extended that idea so that it wasn't just the hotel that was made out of butterflies, but it was all the people in there having their salsa party as well.
In reality, it was just us three, me, Jason, and then Humberly, the dancer.
This was a bit of a massive undertaking for visual effects. It was decided to do them all CG. We actually hired a whole bunch of dancers and we spent a day on the mocap stage motion capturing all these amazing dancers, and it was great fun. And then we took that mocap and we scanned all the dancers digitally, so we had models for them, and we applied the mocap to the dancers, and then we translated the animated models of the dancers into swarms of butterflies. And that took a lot of technical R&D and creative R&D as well to sort of figure out the physics of a humanoid figure that's made out of a swarm of butterflies. Like, one of those shots has literally just millions upon millions of butterflies in it.
I think it was like just watching a whole new movie with all the VFX.
It's always phenomenal to see the movie. It's like, wow.
The original comic by Winsor McKay, there are a couple of panels and boards from that which we feature very sort of literally in our movie. One of them is the walking bed scene. How we achieved that sort of cadence and gait, we just got 4 grips to hold the bed and stagger about as if this thing was learning to walk. Even though that's a very, very simple solution, it was definitely the most effective to bring the sort of character that we wanted for the bed to have. For the scene where she's on the bed and it's kind of swimming across the water towards the island.
We filmed that in a pool, so seeing like the starry night and the dolphins, they were not there when we were filming, obviously, and so seeing that was so cool.
It's Nemo's dream, so we wanted it to be as sort of wide-eyed and fanciful and whimsical as we could possibly make it. We looked at lots of reference for sort of bioluminescent dolphins And we also used the image of the Northern Lights, and we cranked up the colors. We just made it really, really colorful. It really does provide that contrast to the waking world, which is very, very muted and very grown up.
La vita ti sta aspettando, Nemo. Puoi fare qualunque cosa.
I think there's a lot to take away from this movie. It's something that the whole family can watch.
I'm hoping when people watch the movie that they'll go away feeling that we're all resilient and that we can deal with anything that can be thrown at us, no matter our age.
Cosa stiamo aspettando?
Questo è lo spirito.
Make sure to check out Slumberland, only on Netflix.